Hey everyone, welcome back to Money Make Money channel. If you're new here, I'm delighted you found us. This is the place where we turn financial dreams into reality, one smart move at a time. And if you're already part of our community, welcome back, friend. You know we're always cooking up something valuable for you. Now, before we dive in, I have a question for you. How many of you spent 4 years, maybe 5 or 6 years in college, racked up thousands of dollars in student debt, pulled all-nighters studying for exams you'll never think about again, only to graduate and realize your degree gets you a job that pays maybe 40, 50, 60,000 a year if you're lucky? Yeah, I see you nodding. I've been there. We've all been there, or know someone who has. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody told us at graduation. That piece of paper you worked so hard for, it's not the golden ticket they promised. And I'm not here to trash education. Knowledge is powerful, but let's be real. The return on investment for most degrees in today's economy is pretty disappointing. You're paying off loans well into your 30s while watching people on the internet make more money in a month than you'll see all year. And you're thinking, what am I doing wrong? The answer? Nothing. You're not doing anything wrong. You just weren't taught that there's another way. Actually, several other ways. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 side hustles that are paying regular people just like you and me, more money than their degrees ever will. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes or pyramid schemes or anything shady. These are legitimate opportunities that are creating real wealth for people who figured out how the game actually works. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's talk about how you can start making serious money without needing another degree, another certification, or another 4 years of your life. Side hustle number 1, digital product creation. All right, let's jump into our first side hustle, and this one is an absolute game changer. We're talking about digital product creation. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not tech savvy, I can't code, I don't know how to create anything digital. Stop right there. That's your college programming talking, making you think you need specialized skills for everything. You don't. Here's what digital products are. They're anything you create once and sell repeatedly. Think templates, printables, guides, courses, stock photos, music, design elements, spreadsheets, planners, the list goes on forever. The beautiful thing about digital products is that you create them once and they generate income while you sleep, while you're at your day job, while you're on vacation. There's no inventory, no shipping, no physical overhead. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was a high school teacher making $42,000 a year. She had a degree in education, spent years training, and was barely making ends meet. She loved teaching, but the money just wasn't there. One day, she created a simple classroom management spreadsheet for herself. On a whim, she listed it on Teachers Pay Teachers for $5. Within a month, she'd made $300. She thought it was a fluke, so she created another product, then another. Fast forward 2 years, and Sarah's digital product store generates $12,000 a month. That's $144,000 a year, more than triple her teaching salary. And here's the kicker. She still teaches because she loves it, but now she's not stressed about money. The magic of digital products is in the multiplication effect. When you work a regular job, you trade time for money. 1 hour of work equals 1 hour of pay. But with digital products, you invest time once, and that investment pays dividends forever. You spend 20 hours creating a product, and it generates income for years. That's leverage, and leverage is how wealth is actually built. The platforms are everywhere. Etsy for printables and templates, Gumroad for courses and guides, Creative Market for design assets, Amazon Kindle for ebooks, Udemy for video courses. Each platform has millions of users actively looking to buy what you could create. And here's something most people don't realize. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to be a few steps ahead of someone else. If you know how to organize your finances better than the average person, create a budgeting template. If you know how to meal prep effectively, create a meal planning guide. If you're good at creating aesthetic social media posts, create Canva templates. The market is massive, and there's room for everyone. The income potential here is anywhere from a few $100s a month as a beginner to tens of thousands once you build a catalog of products. And the best part? It scales. Your 10th product will make you more than your first because you'll understand the market better, you'll have an audience, and you'll know what sells. Side hustle number 3, content creation and monetization. All right, our second side hustle is content creation, and I'm not just talking about being an influencer or going viral. I'm talking about building a genuine audience around something you're interested in and monetizing that attention in multiple ways. Now, let me address the elephant in the room. You're probably thinking, everyone's doing content creation, the market is saturated, I'm too late. Wrong. Dead wrong. That's like saying in 1995, too many people are creating websites. The internet is full. Content consumption is growing exponentially every single year. The average person now spends over 7 hours a day consuming content. 7 hours. That's a bigger market than has ever existed in human history. Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus got a degree in business administration, graduated with honors, and landed a job at a corporate firm making $55,000 a year. Sounds good on paper, right? Except after taxes, student loan payments, rent, and basic living expenses, he was living paycheck to paycheck. He started a YouTube channel talking about personal finance, something he'd become passionate about while trying to manage his own money. His first video got 37 views. His second got 62. For 6 months, he was talking to basically nobody. But he kept going. He posted twice a week, every single week. He learned about thumbnails, titles, editing, and engagement. By month 8, one of his videos got picked up by the algorithm. It hit 50,000 views. Suddenly, he had subscribers. Real people are watching his content. Within a year, his channel was making $4,000 a month from ad revenue alone. But here's where it gets interesting. That was just the beginning. Once you have an audience, the monetization opportunities multiply. Marcus now makes money from YouTube ads, affiliate marketing, sponsored content, digital products, consulting, speaking engagements, and a membership community. His total monthly income? About $19,000. From a side hustle he started in his bedroom with his phone camera. And it's not just YouTube. TikTok creators are making millions. Instagram influencers are building empires. Podcasters are generating high income. Newsletter writers on Substack are earning 6 figures. The platform doesn't matter as much as the consistency and value you provide. The theoretical framework nobody explains to you is that in the old economy, you needed to own the means of production to build wealth. You needed a factory, a storefront, inventory, and employees. The barrier to entry was massive. But in the attention economy, you are the means of production. Your knowledge, your personality, your unique perspective, that's the product, and the distribution is free. You're not paying for TV ads or billboards. You're publishing on free platforms that want your content because it keeps users on their platform. The income potential here starts at 0, let's be honest, but can quickly scale to $5, $10, even $50,000 a month once you build momentum. And the timeline? Most successful content creators say it takes about 2 years of consistent effort to build a sustainable income. That's less time than most master's degree programs, and you're getting paid while you're learning. Side hustle number 3, e-commerce and online arbitrage. All right, number 3 is e-commerce and online arbitrage, and this one is fascinating because it combines old-school business principles with modern technology. Here's the basic concept. You find products that are undervalued in one market and sell them for a profit in another market. Sounds simple, right? It is simple, but simple doesn't mean easy, and it definitely doesn't mean it's not profitable. There are several ways to approach this. You've got retail arbitrage, where you buy discounted items from retail stores and resell them online. You've got online arbitrage, where you're buying from one website and selling on another. You've got wholesale, where you buy in bulk directly from manufacturers. And you've got private labeling, where you brand generic products as your own. Let me introduce you to Jennifer. Jennifer had a pharmacy degree, 6 years of school, including 4 years of pharmacy school. She graduated with $130,000 in debt and started making about $90,000 a year. Decent money, right? Except after loan payments and taxes, she wasn't building wealth, she was just surviving. One weekend, she was at Target and noticed they were clearing out a bunch of home decor items at 75% off. On a whim, she bought $50 worth and listed them on Amazon. Everything sold within a week for $200. She thought, wait, is this actually a thing? She started researching, learning about Amazon FBA, understanding pricing strategies, and studying market trends. Within 6 months, her side hustle was generating $3,000 a month in profit. Within a year, she was at $8,000 a month. After 18 months, she quit her pharmacy job because her e-commerce business was bringing in $15,000 a month and she was working fewer hours. Now, here's what's brilliant about this model. You're not inventing anything. You're not creating anything. You're simply identifying inefficiencies in the market and capitalizing on them. When Target clears out items, they're trying to move inventory. They don't care about maximizing profit on those specific items. But you know there are customers on Amazon willing to pay full price because they value convenience and selection. You're the bridge between surplus and demand. The beauty of e-commerce is that it's scalable and it's tangible. Unlike content creation, where success can feel random, e-commerce is a numbers game. You can calculate your profit margins, your return on investment, and your inventory turnover. It's a real business with real metrics. The platforms have made this incredibly accessible. Amazon FBA handles storage and shipping for you. eBay has billions in transactions annually. Walmart Marketplace is growing rapidly. Shopify lets you create your own store in hours. The infrastructure is already built. You just need to plug into it. And here's something most people miss. You don't need a lot of startup capital. Jennifer started with $50, remember? You can start with $100 or $200. Buy a few items, learn the process, reinvest your profits, and scale gradually. Within 6 months to a year, if you're consistent and strategic, you can be generating high income. The learning curve is real. Don't get me wrong. You'll need to understand pricing, shipping, customer service, and inventory management. But guess what? That's the same stuff any business owner needs to know. And you're learning by doing, not by sitting in a classroom studying theoretical case studies from 20 years ago. Income potential? Beginners typically make an extra $1,000 to $3,000 a month. Intermediate sellers hit $5,000 to $10,000. Advanced sellers, the ones treating this as a full business, can make $20,000, $30,000, or even $100,000 a month. And yes, those numbers are real. Side hustle number 4, freelance consulting and services. Number 4 is freelance consulting and services, and this is probably the fastest way to start making serious money from a side hustle. Here's why. You already have skills. Whatever your job is, whatever your degree is in, whatever you've been doing for the last few years, you have knowledge and abilities that other people and businesses need. The question isn't whether you're qualified. The question is whether you're willing to package your skills and sell them. Think about it. If you're in marketing at your day job, you can freelance as a marketing consultant. If you're a teacher, you can tutor or create a curriculum. If you're in IT, you can offer tech support or web development. If you're in HR, you can help small businesses with hiring and training. If you work in operations, you can help companies streamline their processes. Let me tell you about David. David had an engineering degree and worked for a manufacturing company making $72,000 a year. Good money, stable job, decent benefits. But he was bored out of his mind and felt stuck on a career ladder that would take 20 years to climb. He started offering engineering consulting on the side, helping small manufacturers optimize their production processes. He charged $150 an hour, which felt crazy to him at first. His company paid him about $35 an hour when you broke down his salary. But guess what? His first client happily paid it because the value he provided saved them way more than $150 an hour. Within 3 months, David was booked every weekend. Within 6 months, he was working evenings too. Within a year, he quit his job because his consulting business was generating $22,000 a month, and he was working the same number of hours he worked at his corporate job, just with complete freedom and control. Now, here's what's brilliant about this model. When you work for a company, they pay you a fraction of the value you create. They have to. That's how businesses work. If you generate $100,000 in value for your company, they might pay you $50,000. The difference is their profit. But when you freelance, you capture more of that value directly. Instead of getting $35 an hour, David charged $150 because he was selling the result, not just his time. The platforms make this so accessible now. Upwork connects freelancers with clients worldwide. Fiverr lets you list specific services. LinkedIn is a goldmine for B2B consulting. Clarity.fm connects consultants with people seeking advice. And honestly, you don't even need platforms. A simple website and some networking can get you started. The mental block people have is, why would someone pay me when they could hire someone with more experience? Here's why. You're cheaper than big agencies, you're more flexible than full-time employees, you're specialized in their specific need, and you're available immediately. Small businesses and startups don't want to hire a full-time marketing person for $60,000 a year plus benefits, but they'll happily pay you $3,000 a month for 10 hours of focused work. And here's the compounding effect. Every client is a case study. Every project builds your portfolio. Every success story attracts more clients. David's first client paid $150 an hour. 2 years later, he's charging $400 an hour for specialized consulting, and he has a wait list. The income potential is immediately scalable. Your first month, you might make $500 to $2,000. Within 6 months, $3,000 to $8,000 is very achievable. Within a year, $10,000 to $20,000 a month is realistic if you're actively building your client base. And the ceiling? There really isn't one. I know consultants making $50,000, $70,000, even $100,000 a month. And yes, those numbers are real. Side hustle number 5. Automated digital systems and online businesses. And finally, our 5th side hustle is building automated digital systems and online businesses. This is the most advanced on our list, but it's also the one with the highest income potential and the most passive income opportunity. What I'm talking about here is creating systems that generate revenue with minimal ongoing effort. This could be affiliate marketing websites, automated e-commerce stores, software as a service, membership sites, lead generation systems, or digital real estate. Let me break this down with a real example. Meet Lisa. Lisa had a degree in communications and worked in corporate communications, making $63,000 a year. Good money, stable job, decent benefits. But she was bored out of her mind and felt stuck on a career ladder that would take 20 years to climb. She started researching passive income and stumbled upon affiliate marketing. She created a website reviewing home gym equipment. At first, it was just a hobby. She'd spend a few hours a week writing reviews, comparing products, and creating buying guides. She included affiliate links to Amazon and other retailers. The first month, she made $37. The second month, $82. Not life-changing, right? But here's where the magic happened. Those articles she wrote stayed online, kept ranking in Google, kept attracting visitors, kept making sales. In month 6, she made $400. Month 12, $2,000. Month 24, $7,000 a month. And here's the beautiful part. She wasn't writing new articles anymore. She had built a system. The content was working for her, generating income every single month with minimal maintenance. That's the power of automated systems. You build them once and they generate revenue continuously. It's the closest thing to true passive income that exists. Now, let me be clear. Building these systems takes work up front. Lisa didn't get to $7,000 a month accidentally. She spent hundreds of hours learning SEO, creating content, understanding her audience, and optimizing conversions. But here's the difference between this and a regular job. At a regular job, you stop working and the money stops. With automated systems, you can stop actively working and the money continues. The theoretical framework here is creating assets instead of trading time. Real estate investors understand this. They buy a property once and it generates rental income for decades. Digital assets work the same way. A well-built website, a popular software tool, and a membership site with valuable content are assets that appreciate over time and generate cash flow. The platforms and tools available now make this accessible to anyone. You can build a website for less than $100. You can create online courses with just a camera and some knowledge. You can start an affiliate marketing business with essentially zero upfront cost. You can launch a membership community with existing platforms like Patreon or Substack. Let me give you another example. Tom built a simple software tool that helps freelancers track their invoices. It took him 3 months to build, working nights and weekends. He charged $9 a month for access. The first year, he got 200 users. That's $1,800 a month in recurring revenue. The second year, he had 800 users. That's $7,200 a month. He spends maybe 10 hours a month maintaining it now. That's over $700 an hour for his time. This is the ultimate leverage. Build once, profit continuously. The income potential here varies wildly. Some automated systems generate a few $100s a month. Others generate tens of thousands. The key is building something that provides genuine value and can scale without proportionally increasing your effort. The real secret nobody tells you. Now here's what I need you to understand. All 5 of these side hustles share something in common that your degree doesn't teach you. They're all about creating value in the market and capturing a portion of that value directly. Your degree taught you to be an employee. That's not an insult, it's just a fact. The entire education system is designed to create qualified workers for existing businesses. You learn skills, get certified, and then exchange those skills for a salary. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not the path to real wealth. These side hustles teach you to think like an owner, not an employee. You're identifying problems, creating solutions, building assets, and capturing value directly from the market. That's how wealth is actually built. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to choose. You can keep your day job with its stability and benefits while building one or more of these side hustles. That's what smart people do. They hedge their bets. They build multiple income streams. And eventually, if the side hustle grows big enough, they have the option to go all in or continue doing both. So, let's recap what we've covered today. Digital product creation, where you create once and sell infinitely. Content creation and monetization, where you build an audience and profit from attention. E-commerce and online arbitrage, where you capitalize on market inefficiencies. Freelance consulting and services, where you sell your expertise directly. And automated digital systems, where you build assets that generate income continuously. Any one of these can realistically earn you more than your degree will within 1 to 2 years if you're consistent and strategic. All 5 of them together, you'd be building a financial empire. Here's my challenge to you. Pick one, just one. Commit to it for the next 90 days. Don't try to do all 5 at once. Don't jump around. Pick the one that resonates most with you, the one that fits your skills and interests, and go all in for 3 months. Research everything you can. Take action every single day, even if it's just for 30 minutes. Join communities of people doing the same thing. Learn from their successes and their mistakes. Track your progress, adjust your approach, and most importantly, don't quit just because you don't see immediate results. Remember, your degree took 4 years and tens of thousands of dollars. These side hustles might take a year or two and cost you almost nothing except time and effort. The return on investment is incomparably better. And look, I'm not saying degrees are worthless. Education has value, knowledge has value, but the idea that a degree automatically equals financial success, that's outdated. The world has changed, the opportunities have changed, and if you're willing to adapt, learn, and take action, you can build wealth that your degree never promised you. If you found value in this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to Money Make Money channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our content. We're here every week breaking down real strategies for building real wealth in the real world. Drop a comment below and let me know which side hustle you're going to try first. I read every single comment, and I'm genuinely curious about your journey. And remember, money doesn't just grow on trees, but with the right strategies, the right mindset, and the right actions, money absolutely can make money. That's what we're all about here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Now go out there and start building something amazing.